Thank you so much for giving me the time for this interview today. It's something that I was looking forward towards, going and maybe even going up to Minot just to see the place and to get to know the community up in Minot Hot Tots. It's something that I'm very excited to maybe do for this interview. So, why do you want this job? I want this job because it will fulfill a dream that I've had for about 11 years now, over a decade. When I was 10 to 12 years old, in between there, I really, really liked playing video games and I liked playing baseball video games. And I would turn the TV off or I would mute the volume and I would just commentate the game myself. And I realized, oh my goodness, this is really, really fun. And I've kind of been doing that ever since, just been commentating my own games because it's just fun for me. So I always do that, and that kind of helps me practice. But I want this job because it will fulfill a passion and a dream that I've had for over a decade now. So that's really why I want this job. What is important to you in a job? Something that is important to me is having fun in a job. And when I say that, it's the age-old standard. Like if you've never worked a day in your life, and that's kind of something that I strive to do, and I hope to do with this job, is to never really work a day because I'm just gonna have so much fun getting ready for a game and coming to the ballpark and just having fun with the people and just being with them and experiencing the game with them. That's just so much fun to me. And also preparation. I just mentioned that it was preparation, getting prepared before a game. It's not something that I'm totally fond of, but I mean, if I get to do it every game, every day, and I can just prepare like a little bit of notes for each game, I know what I want to talk about. That's fun to me to prepare for that type of thing, for those type of things. Explain a work situation where you were under a lot of pressure and how you handled it. So recently, for my final assignment for PMP 7, we didn't get some things in on time, and we were really struggling and behind. And I was not handling it well at first. And then my teacher came over, told me, "Hey, like calm down, like you'll have time, you'll get it done, you'll get everything in." And I took my partner and he told us to go outside. So I said, "Okay, like I'm going to do that. Like let's go outside." And then after it was still taking a while for him to get the scripts done. So I said, "Hey, let me do help you with some of the scripts." So I did, and that made it go so much quicker. And I should have done that from the beginning, help him with the script so that it wouldn't be so tough on him to do the scripts because I was already done. And so helping him with the scripts, I think I handled it pretty well. And then we went out there and we killed it. So I think I and he also handled that situation really, really well. How are you qualified for this job? I really think I'm qualified for this job. I have done multiple sports at Rollins College. I've also done multiple sports at Eastern Florida State College to help me practice for this. I also in a 3-day weekend in Clearwater, Florida in January, I called 13 games during that 3-game span. I prepared, I did all of that. I know all the stuff for that. I'm also qualified this job because you said you needed people to do graphics and you also needed people to do social media work and create packages and stories on players. That's something that I can do as well. I have been trained in Adobe Creative Cloud. I've been vocally trained. I have been trained uh, in live stand-ups and in live shots in general. And I've been trained to broadcast right. So I have a bunch of different skills that I have learned here at Full Sail that can really help you look for somebody for this job. And then how are you different? I'm different because I think I'm someone that brings a lot of passion to my calls. I love sports, and whenever I see something that's awesome, I will show my excitement because it's exciting. And I think that also brings out a lot of excitement in other people and it makes you happy and get your hair raised. That's something that when I was a kid, I loved those hair raising calls where it was just somebody getting really, really excited about something, and that made the hairs on my neck stand. And so I think that is how I'm different, is I'm passionate and I'm very determined in what I do and how I work. So some follow-up questions that I have for you, and thank you again for this mock interview. It was very awesome and very nice to do it. Some follow-up questions. What are some things that I can improve upon, not only in this interview, but in my demo reel and my portfolio and my resume, just overall, like what can I improve on? Another one is, what did you like about me specifically? Like, what drew you to me? What did I do that drew you? What were some of my strengths that I had? And then finally, how did I do against some of the other applicants? Obviously, I got the second, I got an interview, so I got the second, I got a call back, as you would say. But how did I stand out? What did I do differently that showed me that you wanted me in this position? I thank you again for this mock interview, and hopefully I will see you soon and I will hopefully work for you.